Okay, here's the start of my build of my 34-gallon Solana cube tank, and I decided to build the stand. And I actually have two parts of the stand. This here is the main display tank stand, and this over here is going to abut the stand so I could actually have a 20-gallon Petco sump that I custom made just by putting the baffles in there, and I'll show you that in another segment of this video. So here's kind of a close-up of the stand. The door's not on there, of course it hasn't been painted yet. There's an opening from one side of the stand to the second part of the stand where the Petco sump will run through, so I could have a 20-gallon sump and have plenty of room for the other equipment that I'm going to have inside the tank. Alright, so this whole process took about 2 months. Of course I work Monday through Friday, and here are the main tools that I used to build the tank. Alright, or build the stand. Alright, so here's the completed stand. Have the main tank stand on the left, and on the stand to the right is just to hold the sump. Okay, you can see the sump in the middle, it's sticking out. It's the Petco Aqueon brand 20-gallon tank that I've modified with glass baffles. And so the whole purpose of this project here for the stand, which was quite a project, was to make it look nice because it's going to go in my living room. Okay, so the main stand has a door I made here out of oak, and you can see inside here, here's the sump. I've got a filter sock holder in the back. Had to trim part of the tank here so that this would sit down into the tank. And you see I've got European hinges right here, and they're the kind where they actually allow the front door to fit inside of the stand, and they're quite nice. You've got over here, I just made this little handle so I could just open it real easily, and then this right here is a magnetic switch. There's the magnet part here, and there's actually the magnetic switch part over here. I don't have the electrical lines all laid out nice and pretty yet, but you've got this here that's going to actually go to my Apex breakout box, and then there's a light up here in the top for lighting the inside of the stand, and there's actually a fan in the back there that allows for moisture to be drawn out of the tank. The hole to the left is for my return drain line, 1.5 inch return drain line, and it's that shape so that I could easily remove the whole assembly for maintenance. And then over on the right hand side there is my return line. Alright, so we have this hole over here on the side so that I could fit this sump in here. And of course I've got the smaller stand over here has a hole over here. And you just bring these together. I've got a little foam right here to kind of insulate and seal so the air is drawn actually from this back hole here, which actually allows for all my electrical lines to be run to the back of this stand where I have my Apex set up. Okay. On the smaller stand over here, I actually have the top so you could open it up and access the return pump. Maybe have some probes in here, whatever, just so I could do some maintenance. Alright? So it's quite a project, but it's all done, so I'm getting ready to put everything all together. So there'll be another segment or video that'll show everything all together with the tank. Okay? Let me show you the back side real quick here. Oh, and then on the top here, I just found some shelf liner just to kind of allow the tank to sit a little bit more evenly on the top of the stand. Here I got a little grill cover for the fan. This is just a bracket here to hold the drain line to the stand. And back here, you can see the hole here. Pretty straightforward in the back here. Alright, so next video segment, we'll show it all together along with the tank. Okay, so here's the tank all hooked up with the basic plumbing. So on the main tank and stand, see how the light went on? That's actually hooked up to the apex. I've got a magnetic switch over here, and I have the other part of the switch up underneath the cabinet here, and that's hooked up to the breakout box for the apex. In the middle, I've got two BRS pumps on there. They're just hooked up electrically. Over on the left hand side, I have the overflow line, 1.5 inch pipe going into a mesh bag, and then over on the right hand side I have a 3/4 inch return line. Top middle there is a computer fan, just runs all the time, although it is hooked up to the apex. And I have my sump that I made out of a stock 20-gallon tank, and of course it extends over to the right hand side of the smaller stand that I have next to it. Okay, so let me show you this other stand here. Pretty basic here. I have the return pump here. I have a hole in the back where all the electrical lines hook up to the power strip in the apex system. I have a little space over here that I could put some narrow containers for dosing calcium and alkalinity. Alright, so close this up here, go in the back, I show you the electronics. Okay, so here's my apex system. I've got the base unit, I've got the WXM unit for the Vortec MP10 that I'll have hooked up to the tank. I have the breakout box. Here's the opening where all the electrical goes. I have energy bar 8, the second energy bar 8 over here. Alright, and then I use this 8 crate. Had a bunch of that left over. I used part of it in the sump. And works out really good. I just use zip ties to hook up all the pieces to it. And then this is just the back of it. Nothing exciting here. And that's it. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye now.